Game 5 against the Pistons, '07 Eastern Conference Finals. You talked to our very own Chauncey Billups. He was on the team at the time, or he played against LeBron, rather. And then one of LeBron's teammates, and that was, tell me his name again?
Donyell Marshall.
Okay, and Anna Fan.
Anna Fan, yes.
Okay, so tell me what was their take on it?
Well, the fan is this guy named Brian Albert, and I know him from school, and he went to the game with his dad that night. Okay. And I actually spoke to him first, and he pretty much inspired the idea to cover the game from 3 different perspectives. One as a fan, one as a teammate of LeBron, and one as an opponent. As you see that right there, it was an electric night in the Palace at Auburn Hills, and it was amazing to see how everybody remembered it. The same event, but from 3 different perspectives. You know, Chauncey was just like, look, man, we threw everything, and including the kitchen sink at that guy, and there's just nothing.
What does Chauncey mean by that? They threw everything at him, but
everybody tried to guard him. Chauncey tried to guard him. Rip Hamilton tried to guard him. Antonio McDyess, when he was in the game, tried to guard him. Tayshaun Prince tried to guard him. I mean, Barry Gordy might have tried to guard him.
But he couldn't do it.
Nobody could stop that guy that night. And if you remember, he scored 29 of the last 30, including 25 straight.
Okay, so what did his teammate Donyell Marshall say?
Donyell Marshall, the fan, Brian Albert, was like, well, it looks like he's playing 1-on-5. Well, Donyell Marshall said that was by design because LeBron in the huddle said, look, if you guys get me stops on defense, I'll take care of everything else on offense. And that's what they did.
So what was so different about his mentality that particular game as opposed to what he had been doing up until in that series?
Well, you know, they pretty much roughed him up the entire series. And earlier in that series in Game 1, there was the common rhetoric against LeBron. He passed the last shot up to Donyell Marshall in Game 1. So in Game 5, he was just like, look, I'm going to take this over. And, you know, Cleveland at that point in time was looking for their first finals appearance. And he just went to a different zone. And like I said in the piece, he left the phenom behind. And like Chauncey Billups said, that was when he became a grown man.
Was that your takeaway from watching the game?
That was my takeaway. And then I mentioned it to Chauncey, and he was just like, that's exactly how I see it.
So that was the night, that particular game, for you and perhaps for Chauncey, was the night that LeBron officially became king. He earned that said title, or he became a grown man. How would you describe it?
I think he became King James that night. Now, granted, you know, it would be another 5 years until he actually won his first ring, but he earned that name that night.